Welcome, Wiltsey families. This is a tutorial on how to register and use Q Parent Connect and Parent Square, two applications we use here at Wiltsey Middle School for communication and grading purposes. Please make sure to visit your iTunes or Google Play Store and download both apps at this point. We will begin with Q Parent Connect app first. All right, Wiltsey family. So the first time you log into your Q Parent Connect app, it's going to ask you to select the correct state, county, and district. So make sure you select the appropriate items as you see over here on this side, and then click go ahead and it'll prompt you over to this page. And then once you land here, assuming you do not have your ID or your password, you're going to want to click on this blue link that you see here that I'm hovering over. And when you click on there, it'll take you to a screen where you can enter the email address that we have on file for you. As long as we have an email address for you, you can get access to your username, which is like your ID number, and then your password as well too. If you do not know your password, you're going to want to click on that forgot password link that you see there and repeat the process of entering your email address, and you'll get that sent to your inbox. Make sure you also, when you do enter your ID and your password information, that you also click on the Remember Me box so that it keeps you logged into the app at all times. Okay, so once you're logged into your Q Connect, you're going to see all these options that you see here, which is assignments, attendance, demographics, enrollment, polls, schedule, and testing. I'm going to focus on assignments and attendance and polls for a bit. So assignments, when you click on there, you're going to see all the classes that you see here. And then what you want to do is just click on the little triangle or just the course itself to expand and see in detail some of the scores that your student received for that particular class. Over the semester, those scores will grow. But if you notice too, there's a little yellow notepad. Those are comment codes from the teachers. You can also click on those to see additional information. But pay special attention to items that show up as missing. If you see a lot of missing designations, your student isn't turning stuff in. So keep tabs of him on that. Next, we have attendance summary by reason, but I'm going to have you focus on attendance summary by class, which is actually a powerful tool because it gives you just an overview of how many tardies a student is going into a particular class, if there's unexcused absences or excused absences. Again, it's a good way to keep tabs, especially if you're finding that your student has attendance problems or getting to class on time. It's a good way to keep tabs because you'll get those updated every single day. Next, we have Pulse. Pulse View gives you like a summary of your students' grades and attendance and missing assignments all in one little area. So if you notice here, it'll give you your student's current grade, and then it'll give you absence count, tardy count, and missing assignment count. Again, it won't elaborate in terms of when those tardies happened or what assignments are missing, but Pulse just gives you a snapshot. Again, you can explore assignments and attendance details in the other tabs. And lastly, you do have a testing tab that you can click on, and you can see your students' state test scores, which is the CASP ELA math assessment. That'll give you your students' state test scores for last school year, if they were in our district, I believe. And then also LPAC information. If your student's classified as EL student, you can see that information as well too. That's accessible to you through Q Parent Connect. And additionally, in the top right-hand corner, if you notice on the three little bars up there, you will see an option to translate some of these options into Spanish verbiage, view in Spanish. If you click on there, if you have a Spanish-speaking parent at home or guardian, and this would be helpful to them, it will translate some of the pieces into Spanish as you see here, but not in its entirety. So just kind of be aware of that. But it is an option available to you in terms of being able to get some type of translation on the app and assistance for that Spanish-speaking parent. And that is it here for this Q Parent Connect Access video. If you have additional questions or need more guidance on Q Parent Connect, please do not hesitate to reach out to our front office and ask to speak to a member of the PAWS Center for further assistance with Q Parent Connect. Next, let's move on to Parent Square, which is our communication application. The first time that you log into Parent Square, as you notice here, you're going to want to enter either the email that we have on file for you or the cell number that we have on file for you. And you're going to use that to gain access to Parent Square. You will get an email sent to your inbox if you're using email, or you will get a text message sent to your cell phone with access code in order to gain access into Parent Square. Okay. Once you log in and you confirm your information, you should have access to this page that you see here where you're asking you to confirm your information. You're going to want to go through here and verify your phone number, your email address, and your child. Make sure that everything looks correct, and then click yes, this is me, and then you'll eventually land on this home screen that you see here. What you see here is like the main hub of Parent Square. where you're going to get a feed of different announcements and bulletins, events going on, taking place. They'll be populated here on this main screen. Okay. At the very bottom, though, if you notice, there's also an option for messaging. And this is where you're going to do to message teachers or any support staff. If you click on the message button, you can click on the little plus sign up there. You're actually going to get a list of your students' teachers that you can then click one or multiple teachers at the same time in order to send them a message. Okay. You can also find support staff on here by directly typing in a member's name, for example, like my name, Puebla, and message people that way as well too. Okay. Below, you'll also see a calendar button, and on this calendar is synced with our school's digital calendar, so you'll be able to see all upcoming events. You can also toggle between multiple months and then change the view as well too by clicking that little top right square that you see there. It'll give you just a list view with the calendar on top. But just super helpful to stay informed and know what's coming up. This way we're not having to rely on a paper notice going home with your child. Hopefully this helps us out, stay communicated, and stay on top of events coming up and future events. And lastly, on the top left-hand corner, if you notice there, if you have students in multiple schools that have Parent Square, you can actually link those accounts together into one account, and you'll be able to toggle between the different schools and different students in order to communicate with different sets of teachers or see different news announcements. Okay. If you need further help though with Parent Square, please do not hesitate to reach out to the front office at 909-986-5838. We'll be happy to help you out. Thank you for watching.